What's going on, you guys? Happy Saturday. I wanted to come at you guys with a video now that we're back from our trip, our 1 month trip to Papua and back also to Thailand. Well, I tell you what, you guys, we moved around so much. We really didn't have any time to relax. I mean, for those of you that watched and followed along, I mean, we were moving around a lot. We really pushed it because we only have so much time away from work. And it paid off though. We saw a lot of really cool stuff. We made a whole bunch of new contacts. And there's a lot of stuff going on over there because of our videos and because of our promotion. That's just the very beginning. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but it's all really good stuff. And I think it's timed almost perfectly because when we do relocate and we have a new home base over there, we're going to be able to travel back and forth and actually push forward, push ahead with some of the ideas that I have. So it's actually pretty cool. Anyway, you may notice something a little bit different over here. These tubs are empty. This wall is almost completely empty. There's just a few animals in it, and we've been emptying out some of the other racks in some of the other work areas that I have. And that's because we are expecting a lot of animals. We have shipments arriving over the next several days, and I will be showing you guys some of it as it arrives. But you know, we're busy, back to work, back to business as usual, and it's just non-stop. But anyway, I wanted to take this opportunity and show you guys one more of those secret projects that I've been talking about, because I do have a lot of stuff stashed away that I have never shown before. And I'm going to live up to my promise. I am going to divulge those projects little by little over time as I see fit. When breeding things are starting to go on and that sort of thing, and I'm going to be showing you guys some of the new stuff that nobody really even knows that I have. So anyway, let's get started with that. I'll show you guys something here. Okay, you guys, I think this is actually a pretty cool snake. It's a Barrens racer. I actually hatched this animal here. It went to a customer of mine and he grew it up, and now it is back again, and it's a pretty big snake. A lot of times, you know, you think Barrens racers and you don't think that they get very big, but they actually do. Well, the females do anyway. It's actually really, really big snake, and she is starting to really thicken up. We are expecting to have some babies here pretty soon. Later on this summer, maybe in time for the Pomona show, but it's pretty cool. Rodent eaters, the babies were super, super easy to get started on pinkies. It was really, really surprisingly easy, but that is a really, really interesting colubrid snake. I know for a while there, a few years back, they were somewhat common, and then they kind of disappeared a little bit, and now there's a new resurgence in the interest in these guys. I really, really like them. I think they're really super cool. They have an insane feeding response, so I have to be careful when I pull them out. But females usually are kind of a typical, you know, appearance like this. Get a little bit darker. They get bigger, of course, than the males. But the male that I have is really, really outstanding. I think you guys are going to really like him. I'm going to show you next. All right, let's do that. Okay, you guys, so how's that? Have a blue male. So this is the male that I've been pairing with that female. They're not all blue. I think a lot of times probably it's the males that might be blue more often than not. But in this scenario with the pair that I have here, I have a blue male. So blue is a very unnatural color in the reptile world, but it's cool to see. Just something that's not very common. But that's pretty much a mature male size. They don't get as big as the females. But that is something else. And it's actually one of the snakes that Apple really likes. She really thinks these are neat. And I do too. They're a lot of fun to work with. They seem very easy. They're great captives. And they breed actually pretty easy once they get to size and you put enough food in them. All right, so there you have it. One more of my secret projects that's no longer a secret. Having a lot of fun with all this different stuff here. There's so much diversity here in my collection. I've got animals from all over the place. and just having a lot of fun, because I'm not everything working with so many different things. It really kind of keeps you on your toes, and you need to stay, you know, you need to be paying attention, and you need to really stay alert and watch all the different things going on. There's breeding stuff going on, I believe, with my yellow anacondas. I have eggs in the incubator from some colubrids, just all kinds of stuff happening. And that brings me to my next thing, you guys. For those of you that follow us on Facebook, you know that I did hatch a couple Spilotes, and one of them is quite interesting. So like I promised, I am going to show those two babies here on video, so you guys can get a look at what those Mexican Spilotes look like. So let's move on to that. Okay, you guys, so these hatched out about, I think, 2 weeks ago now from my Mexicanus pairing. It was a first time mama, and she did a good job, but I got one baby, only two babies, but I got one baby that's a normal color, basically just your standard Mexicanus, the southern form that doesn't have super high amounts of orange like you may have seen before. Very nice, healthy, robust baby. They just had their first shed just a couple of days ago. So we'll be doing feeding trials and that sort of thing. And I know you guys really want to see this other one in my left hand. This one came out striped. It's slightly bigger than the other baby. And just a really interesting looking animal. It still does have lots of yellow scales, yellow spots outside of the stripe, and then towards the back it kind of turns into a wavy, kind of a wavy pattern. So it's not striped from head to tail. The stripe is very bold, starting at the head and going down towards the tail, and then when it hits about a little past midway, then it sorts of kind of breaks up a little bit. But really neat looking. Hopefully they they start off real good feeding, and it'll be slow and go till we start putting on some size. Only two, but I'm not going to complain because it's two more than I had before, and the stripe was quite a pleasant surprise. Alright, so that's it. So Mexican Spilotes babies. We also hatched a couple of Goniosoma right around the same time that these hatched. They hatched like within a day of each other, so that was pretty cool. And it is now a little after 1:30, and it's Saturday, but we actually have a Solomon Island shipment that has already landed, and we need to get on the road and head to LAX to pick up our Solomon Island shipment. We're going to take you guys with us, and we'll see what kind of animals are in that shipment. So it's a busy Saturday here. Our Saturdays are always busy, but today is a little bit more busy than usual because it's not normal to pick up shipments on the weekend. Unfortunately, from the Solomon Islands, there's only two flights that actually have a connection that makes sense with live animals that need to be in transit for a lesser amount of time. So it's a Friday arrival or a Saturday arrival, and we were planning on a Friday arrival, but it didn't work. There's a little bit of complications in Solomon Islands. So anyway, the shipment has landed already, and we got to get to the airport, so let's go. Okay. Okay, you guys, that actually was smooth. except for the delay in waiting for everybody to show up to do their stuff. But we're good to go. Everything's clear, and now we head home and off we go. Okay, you guys, just gonna highlight just a couple of the animals, sort of a semi-random selection. Really nice red animal here that we got. We got a small group. They've got pretty much most of the colors, not so much white animals. And then in my other hand, I got this really, really big female, probably gravid. Got a couple of these as well. So the ground boas are always pretty nice. They usually are feeding really well. Having no issues with them at all. Alright, I'll show you a couple other things real quick. Alright, so we got a good amount of farm-bred baby monkey-tail skinks. These are the ones that we normally see. These are from Mulleary. This locality is the one that is pretty much exclusively in the hobby. And we have a brand new locality that's never been in the US before. And these are from Savo. It's a Savo Island locality. And they do seem very different. They have a lot more black speckling to them and not much pattern at all compared to the others. If you want a side by side, you can see that they are quite different. So that's pretty cool. First time in the US, brand new locality, monkey tail skinks, Savo Island. Alright, I'm going to put these away before they bite me, because I already got bit by one earlier and it sucked, and these are babies. But anyway, they're going to change a lot as they warm up. They're going to change color, and they're going to get a bit more spunky, so in the morning I expect them to be a little more rambunctious, but they do really good. We have a couple of diet tricks that we've learned, some some foods they really, really like, some stuff that they really dig. So we're all set with that, and so we are going to be offering tomorrow once they warm up. And that is about it. Saturday here at DM Exotics on my day off, working my butt off. And that is it, you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, and we will be coming at you again here pretty quickly. We got more stuff coming. All right, you guys, take care.